lining up to kick off and get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. I mean, anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throwing, Carr. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it the other way. Running through contact.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Back open in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Running inside, it's Mobley. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll send the back in motion. The give is to Williams. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Carr from the gun on third down. Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Carr. He's got him. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Pulls it in.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Graham. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Beebe. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'll run it on third and goal. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, this is very frustrating for a defense. They forced the field goal attempt, and now right back on the field after the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Carr on play action. Rushes on him. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's got it for a big play. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Got the first down himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with UTSA taking on the number 12 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Roadrunners, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, I think
a big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Carr. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun on third down, Carr finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Carr using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They get to him as he throws. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half, but here we go.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Hoosiers headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.